Yeah, so Coach D.Y., it's going to be a pretty good one down here. I think you got a little amount of talent. You got a lot of talent. A large amount of players.
Right. But like you say, like I was saying earlier, Coach, these guys rose to the talent. One thing about young guys, Coach, what I love about these 9th and 10th graders, we don't know what they're going to play. We're not going to play receiver, DB. A lot of these guys are going to grow into these positions. So the great thing about today, I get to see where these guys can really, where they're going to stand out by, right? First play, we going deep, Coach. He went deep first play.
Oh, man, he almost got
He went deep first play on with that quarterback, man. Caleb Sims out of Tennessee, Coach. Heck of a player, 2028 quarterback, man. Got a strong arm. Just threw it to another Tennessee guy, Treon McAdoo out there, number 6. Both those guys, 2028 kids that we very, very high up on, Coach. Like I say, both of them guys will be back next year for the next junior class. But like I said, great talent. Both of them guys had great practice this week. And so, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing them throw it, you know.
Right. Well, one thing I want to say, I know gameplay, and we was talking about the numbers. One thing I want to say, this is not an all-star game.
It's not.
This is an elite program where we do a lot of teaching. We had the speakers come in this week, and we train these guys about the game of football, and we want to see can they execute it. That was a pretty good run.
Oh, yeah, that was Maximus Patelli on the run there, Coach. Maximus, even though his big brother Massimo Patelli, the guy's out of Canada, Coach, so it's good. I'm finally glad to see his little brother in this thing. He's a freshman out of Alberta, Canada, so glad to finally see him out here with us now.
Well, you know what Maximus told me this morning? I went and got him, and I said, hey, man, come outside. He said, Coach, this is just a regular spring day in Canada. I said, man, I'm about to freeze.
Oh, yeah, I can tell, Coach. Look at what they say is drip out there, right?
Right. Hey, but, he's trying to live up to his bigger brother that been with us last 2-3 years. We were here last week, scored a touchdown.
Yep.
And now we got family coming in behind each other. I think Mama flew the older brother here last weekend, flew home and got him and brought him back.
Right, back again. So I think they spent Christmas in Georgia, Coach. And so, like I said, that's the things we love. We got multiple big brothers and little brothers out there in the program, Coach. So the thing about our whole program, Coach, we always say we're a family. So from 9 times to 10, we didn't have big brother. I guarantee you got a little brother, probably gonna have a little brother. Even speaking about we got our 2 ball boys out there, Coach. Their big brother is J.P. Quayne, number 3 for Team Drip. So they on the sideline getting ready for the future. So I think that's my class of time, 35 and 36. Oh, man, that's good run there. That's Gunner Murray up out of Providence Christian, Coach, here right up on Gwinnett County, coming up a little gimpy there, but it's good play by him.
Okay. Yeah, again, some of these guys to be 9th and 10th graders got some nice size.
Nice size, Coach.
Coach D, let me ask you this, because I know you the guy that goes out and get these guys. Tell me, with the sophomores and freshmen, what is your specialty when you go after these guys? Because we got some quality guys.
Just like, people ask me that question, Coach, do you watch film? No, I don't watch film on young guys because they're young guys. Like I just mentioned earlier, you don't know what these guys are going to project to be. But one thing I do, I go after potential and measurables, right? That's what we go after. Like I said, I know, but at the end of the day, I know these kids going to grow. But that's why I look for a certain measurable. Oh, man.
Bad snap.
Oh, get on the ball,
Get on the ball. Hey, that ball a little cold today, too.
A little harder when it's colder. But like back to what you were saying, Coach, you know what I look for? I look for potential in a young guy. Just like I made a comment earlier, we have one of our young men down there on the chains right now by the name of Rico Newman. And when we had gotten Rico Newman, Coach, Rico was he was in this same exact program his 9th and 10th grade year. When he came in as a freshman, he was 5'7", Coach. Now Rico stands on the sideline over 6'1", 6'2" now and holds multiple Division I offers. So one thing I can't say, I don't know what these kids going to become. But I do. But if you're a ball player, I'm coming to get you because I know what our system, where we pitch you in the right situation, we're gonna tell you where you're gonna play at. We can show you where you can play at. And that's the great thing I love about today is most of all my receivers out there, Coach, they're DBs as well. He's wide open, Coach. He's got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good
throw and catch. Coach D.Y., since we're talking about that good throw and catch, these guys only had three practices.
Right.
Or 3.5 with the walk through.
And that was Caleb Sims to Pate Thomas on that one.
Right.
No, I got it right. Hold up.
Right.
Eli Mueller, I'm sorry.
Right. And they executing right now over 3 days of practice. I can tell that these coaches did a great job in the classroom on the board work.
Yes, sir.
And all them. What is some of the stuff the coaches been telling you? Because I know you with them every day.
They was like I say, Coach, like you mentioned earlier, these guys accept the challenge. Right, we came in. We was looking for about 35 kids per team, but like I said, it came a little shorter. We missing a lot of kids, but these guys took on the challenge. They learned the IQ. The coach said, they're impressed with these guys' IQ, how much they adapt. Because like you say, Coach, it's not just about the field. What we doing? We get on the field, on the board. These guys met before they got here. And like I say, Coach, shout out to our coaching staff because guess what? These are the same coach that was with us last week, so they came in, implementing the same system the next week to the younger guys, and everybody picked up. So kudos to Team Drip over there and Coach Caldwell calling them offensive plays over there because he want to go down the field. Coach, I said the win was going to get these guys, but they show them they can throw it down the field, Coach.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Coach D, let's talk about this a little bit. I know the game going on, and it ain't all about the game. But can you tell me the first day when these guys got here, different things that they were doing, or what was the first day like?
Yes, sir. So we brought these guys in Saturday, about 7 o'clock that morning on a Saturday, December 27th, right? And so we brought those guys in. When we got here, Coach, what we did, we went straight to work. We got them in. The parents everybody was outside the hotel around about 6 o'clock that morning. Kids come in a little jittery, nervous because they don't know what to expect. But like I said, these guys got here that morning at 7. We got them on the buses, got them over to the facility. First thing they did first is what? Go to the meeting room. And so the coaches got them in the meeting room, showing them how practice going to go, how we're going to execute and get all those things. Because before you can go execute on the field, Coach, we got to make sure we know what we're doing first.
Correct.
And so we got those guys crunk up. So we spent about an hour and a half in the meeting room.
Oh. You know, Coach D, Coach Caldwell over there, but he done thrown the deep ball about 5 times since they had the ball. Now, Caldwell, I know he wasn't with us last week because he had another coaching obligation.
Right.
But he's showing, hey, man, we finna throw it down in your throat.
And he ain't scared to throw it, right? He's not scared to throw it. But like I said, these guys went straight to work, Coach, on that Sunday. Like I said, we had our first practice, first 2.5-hour practice. Guys went out there, executed. Then after that, we had a great lunch, fed those guys a great lunch. Then we came back. Back to the meeting room, watched the film, correct? We watching the film because one thing with younger guys, Coach, everybody with the young guys said, Coach, I'm
nice hit by the linebacker on
right. And so one thing they get able to do to go watch their mistakes, right? And so we want us to be able to see that young man and learn from his mistakes. And so we brought him back into the film room and showed him all the mistakes, correct the mistakes. Then we came back to practice again because we want to know how quick can you translate to that. And they did a great job picking up. So by the time second practice rolling up, Coach, we're ready to go. And also, like I said, we're seeing it today in on the field because, like I said, they executed at a high level. Because they went from the 25 and they down in the red zone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bobby Mitchell. My son's name is Marcus Mitchell. We've been coming to the Next Level Classic for the last 3 years. This is kind of bittersweet right now, with the knowledge that I've learned over the last three years coming here is incredible. The knowledge that I've been put on the table for me that I had no idea existed, and the things that Coach D. Wise has taught us in the classrooms. Now my son Marcus, he has grown. From season 1, he was green as a blade of the grass, up to now, his junior classic tonight. To see him has grown as a young man. He has just matured, very coachable, and he was excited. I think he was more excited about coming here this year than Christmas. Now that's something to say. But I want to thank Coach D. Wise and his organization for me and my family, what you've done to me and my family, and we're going forward from here. It's like I said, it's kind of sad tonight because this is the last, the last classic that we can be involved in, but we can always come back as a family and speak and talk to the younger guys that come in. Now, from here on out, like he said, we'll always be family going forward. Marcus always talks about, hey, Dad, can we go next year? He already said that to me on the way down here, and he hadn't even finished the classic yet. I was like, wait, son, But I just want to thank everyone for what you've done for us as a family, and how you've also, the one major thing you've done is you've given us access to other families across the country and to Canada, all across the country. We have about 10 to 12 numbers from different families that we now keep in touch with. And going forward, we've talked to them about who's coming. We was kind of sad that certain guys didn't come back for whatever reason they had, but we miss them dearly. And but we want to thank everyone for everything that you've done. Going forward, like I said, we've joined a family that we're glad to be a part of.
And so let me add this too, Coach D.Y., because you said by the first day. But I want to give a shout out to the Chick-fil-A Foundation for sponsoring lunch the first day. I think we had 110 boxes from Chick-fil-A. Shout out to those guys to help us fuel and hydrate these guys for lunch.
Correct. Like I said, the guys love Chick-fil-A. Every time they say, where's more? Well, we had one kid this morning say, Coach, can we have Chick-fil-A for breakfast?
Yeah.
But we had a great breakfast this morning, all you eat buffet this morning for those guys, man. We take care of our guys, Coach.
That's a fourth down play, Coach D.
Oh, man.
They didn't get it.
Yeah. Oh, he's fumble. Good play, good play.
But it's turnover on downs.
Good play there by James LaFranz, number 10 for Team Swag over there out of the state of Florida.
You know, Coach D, we might not have the 100 that we wanted, but, man, we still got a good many states represented. I know we got the Canada guys, Nebraska guys, Texas guys, Tennessee guys,
Utah, Michigan.
Yeah, so we still represented pretty good.
Like you say, Coach, even though, like I said, the numbers ain't there, but I guarantee all 22 guys on that field right now is all ball players, Coach.
Yes,
and I guarantee you're going to see a lot of these guys' names in the future.
Yes, sir. And I can agree. I can agree with you. You know, like you were talking about the McGrew kid, 2029. What he stand by 6'1", 6'2" right now.
He's that's him right there, number 11 for Team Swag, line up at receiver right there. 2029 kid will be a name to know, Coach. And so, but I'm interested to see this matchup between him and Jarvis Lott here. You know, number 2, safety about Nebraska. He's a special kid as well.
Okay. Old Cornhusker State.
Oh man, I think I want to say that's our first Nebraska kid, Coach. You know, it's our first year getting to Nebraska. Okay. They
going deep.
To who we said, Isaiah
Hey,
to Isaiah McGrew, like we just said it. But Coach, that's Colton Vitale on the throw, really good quarterback up by the Indiana, Coach.
Okay.
He from with Hoosier State. You know, they getting ready to play a great game against Alabama here in a couple of days.
Correct. You know, what I love about all these kids, talking to them and talking to their parents and sharing our program with them, man, they really appreciate the things that we do as Our Vision Sports Education Foundation.
Correct.
Another couple companies, while you know, they getting set for the next play, I want to shout out to Awesome Alpharetta, CVB. You know, they always make us feel at home, which we are at home. Here in Alpharetta with the hotels and the facilities and the gift bags and all that great stuff.
Man, I think our coach is going to burn all the timeouts in the first quarter, Coach.
Yeah, but really and truly, Coach D, that's expected with these young guys.
Correct.
And, you know, young guys never played with each other to get it going. But, you know, as we always see, first half always slow.
Right, we're correct.
Second half, we get explosives going on. And then, Coach D, don't get it twisted. They done got food all weekend, 70 degrees now. Man, that wind going probably about 50 miles an hour.
But what I am impressed with, though, Coach, man, like we talk about the wind, watching these quarterbacks still throw the deep ball in the wind is very impressive, Coach.
So that shows their arm strength.
Very shows. And these guys, both of them quarterbacks are 10th graders, Coach. So these guys still got 2 years left in high school, still got long development, but it's already showing that the arm strength is there. And so what they don't understand is they showing they can throw it in the butt, like at the same time. Colton, number 1, he is from Indiana, so I think it's warm out there for him.
Okay, right.
Then Caleb, he's from Tennessee. I guess it's a little warm out, so I guess they used to throwing in the wind all day.
Correct. Well, I said one thing that you keep using is that word development.
Correct.
That's what I love, Coach D. It's all about development.
Man, the center got a great. Oh, that's Javan. That's Javan Howard on the carry, Coach. You know, Javan is a 2-year guy with us, wearing number 2 out of Westwood, South Carolina, man. He's a 2028 kid that's going to be a very special kid as well. He did a great job with us last year as a younger guy. He had a great game, so I'm looking for him to pick up where he left off last year.
Okay.
You know, I know last night, Coach Wild, you made a joke to him and his mom doing the banquet last night.
Yeah, because, you know, what we always do.
There he go.
Here he go. Is he going to go the distance, Coach D?
It's a flag out there, though, Coach.
He got caught. He got caught.
Flag on the field, but great way he pushed through it, Coach. He pushed through it.
Right, we got our flag on the plate. Let's see what this flag is all about. But, you know, like you were saying last night, you know, our whole philosophy is to give these guys a college experience. You know, we bring the players in, parents in, but they never see each other until the banquet last night. And the mama had to touch her baby. She had to say something, and I called it. And he burst out laughing because they know that that's a no-no with the next level classic. Man, it's all about holding these kids accountable, make them be accountable on themselves. Mama can't wake them up. Mama can't be there. Daddy can't say nothing.
Right.
They with us. So when I saw that, even he looked hard, so that means he was paying attention.
Correct. And, you know, the funny thing, Coach, you know, last week we had our next level. We had our juniors in here last week, all juniors. And then you bring the younger guys in, you see what the big difference is. See, the juniors walk in with their chest a little poked out. The young guys come in a little nervous because they don't know what to expect. But like I said, but these guys filled it out. Like I said, great group of young men. We had a great weekend with these guys. Coach got to know all these young men. That's why I'm hoping to give everybody some love today on this broadcast, man, because that's what it's all about, man. I love those guys on that field out there, Coach.
Correct. Let's see what they finna dial up on this play, Coach D.
Got him.
Oh, got the flood out the backfield. Okay, look like a first down. Way to move the chain.
Oh, that Aaron Owens there, Coach, on the catch. Aaron Owens. He's a linebacker / H-back as well. He did some good, showing his versatility out there. Great throw by Aiden. That O-line did a great job out there blocking, Coach. Can't forget about my big boys out there, Coach.
Right. Another thing I want to do real quick, I want to give one of our other major sponsors this year, which was Stash League, a big round of applause. They did the hospitality room for the parents. They helped fed the kids with the banquet. They sponsored the banquet and a bunch of the meals.
Let's stop. Who was that on that stop there, Coach? Did you see the number for drill?
I didn't get the number there, but, even speaking on Stash League a little more, that they help us raise money being a nonprofit and helping us get more kids in here.
With Big J Moore out of South Panola, Mississippi on the tackle, Coach. J Moore, I call him Big John the Giant. He's a quiet kid, Coach, but, hey, when he's on that field, he's the loudest on the field. You seen the play he just made.
I love him, man. I love him.
Did he make the jokes? We called you out last night.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got the favorite phrase with these guys about being a GDI.
Catch, Isaiah,
great catch. But, by being a GDI, a goddamn individual, we as a team, and I made a individual move. I made an individual move myself, and the kid called me out. So, hey, that showed that they learned it.
Correct.
That showed that they learned it. They buying into the program.
Oh, that's first down. That's great, man. Did you see how that developed, though, Coach? Did you see the running back, the quarterback and the receiver, the concept there? Like I said, great ball by the quarterback, great catch by the receiver, Isaiah, and great throw by Aiden there, Coach.
Coach D, I was talking to one of the parents of the quarterback last night, and she said, I heard a voice from my son that I ain't never heard before. He was so confident, checking all plays, calling plays, and I didn't even know he had that voice. I said, that's all that development and that film study that those coaches put in them and is teaching them about different scenarios.
Correct. And like I said, that was Javan Howard again on the carry, Coach. Like I say, one thing I know about Coach Connor down there, he's going to rely on that O-line. He's going to try to run the ball down your throat.
Right. hey, one thing about it, he believe in them boys in them trenches 100%.
Like I said, when you're O-line, because he is the O-line coach as well. So when you're O-line coach, that's number one thing, run the ball. Oh, man, good throw. Get up the field. There we go.
Aaron Owens on them guys doing some nice stuff. Again, I got to go back to it, Coach D.Y. 3 practices, 3 film room, 3 practice meetings at the hotel, and like you said, we took these kids through something. We bunk them in at 7 o'clock in the morning. They don't go to bed at 11, 12 o'clock at night. So it's a full day. It ain't no rest. It ain't no fun.
Correct.
It's about being a collegiate ball player or what it feels like to be one.
Correct. And that's the great thing about it. Like I said, these kids didn't waver. These kids didn't complain. What they did, because they got the job done, and that's why we're here today. And like it's showing the work. What we always say, the work don't show. And so the work they put in over the last couple of days are showing on the field today. Like I said, I'm very. I want to say this is about a 20-play drive, right?
Right. But Coach D, what got me over here laughing? Coach Connor that went to the old diamond formation. You saw he had 2 backs, side the quarterback and 1 in the back. God dog, they able to put formations in and everything.
And that's what I loved about the program too, Coach. We get to see how creative our coaches can get with the personnel they got. Because one thing about it, anybody can get a what we call a heavy-made team and just say pick guys, but who can get the personnel and get your personnel and create different things and make sure these kids successful and do to these kids shrimp. But that was fourth down now. They turned the ball over, flipping the field. Now team drip about to have another chance. Great drive. Like I said, we got a holding penalty in that drive. Coach that brought him back.
Correct.
But hey, they did some great stuff, and like I said, let's see how it goes. Like I said, we know it's still the first quarter.
So let's talk about a little rules right quick.
Yeah.
So instead of having the kickers here, because we didn't have the kickers got caught at the airport too. What we decided to do on 4th down, they can move the ball automatic like a punt. They spot the ball, so they flip the field. They flip the field because of situation. So even with these coaches, they teaching these kids situational football.
Correct.
It's all about developing situational football. And again, why they changing field position, we want to thank all the speakers we had. I think the first day we had the medical doctors that came in, taught these kids and their parents about their bodies, what to put in their bodies, different things like that. We had mechanical movement people at the same time speaking, financial literacy people. We had the financial literacy people come in out of Dallas, Texas.
Correct.
The etiquette with Dion, Coach D, Deanne Huff came in and talked etiquette. Man, hey, man, we done had a wild weekend. It's not all about just the football.
Correct. So that's the end of the first quarter there, Coach, man. We got through quarter one, going to the second quarter. But like you said, Coach, the question, like you say, so what – let me ask you this question, Coach. Well, I know you've been around for a long time with these programs. What do you look for? What do you look to gain from these programs and the whole program when we do this thing? What do you look for?
Well, when we develop the Next Level Classic series, whether it's the Junior Classic or the Sophomore Freshman Classic, and then, you know, we're going to come with some more stuff. My thing is all about educating, teaching, developing.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's not just the student athlete, that's the parents as well.
Right.
You know, as you know, you guys, y'all all about that student athletes and the meetings and the classes and the speakers. I'm about the parents.
Correct.
Teaching the parents about the academic side of this thing, about the recruiting side, about the NLI, the scholarship side, and everything else. You know, I taught the parents this week something as simple as how many units do you have to have to clear the clearinghouse?
Right.
They had no clue. They said, hey, our high school never told us this.
Right.
You know, so this program to me is all about educating. You know, Coach D. Wise, at the end, it's going to be a score on the scoreboard.
Right.
We don't care who won or who lost. We want to make sure that every kid, every family, every person here got what we call the end game. They got something out of the program, whether it was on this field with one of the speakers or even just having parents together in one room talking their problems and the things that they would like to know more about the process.
And like you said, Coach, just giving these guys a platform to be able to, like you said, it's called extra football, right? You got to try to get some extra football in as a young guy. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Football in December is a great time, Coach. And like I said, I love it, man. Then also, I know you just speaking on the academics part, Coach. I know you had a little moment this weekend. You went viral on a topic. Can you elaborate? I know a lot of people got that topic confused from you. Can you elaborate a little bit on what you were trying to get at on that topic? Yeah,
you know, every time I spoke with the parents, we record everything. They put it out on TikTok, which was a clip. And I was talking about the 504 plans versus the IEPs. And I think I done hit 8,000 views, and we got comments and people saying that's not true, that's true, and they arguing, but they never heard the whole conversation.
Correct.
They just heard bits and pieces of it. So, you know, again, at least we're waking the world up to what's going on with kids with learning disabilities that are athletes. Do that mean that they can't get scholarship? It has nothing to do with it. But you got to always, as a parent, be proactive to your child and make sure your child get what they need. Coach D, he got rid of it. Oh, man.
He got rid of it. Great smart play.
Great play from the quarterback.
Right, that was a great play to get the ball out of his hand.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, they call it safety, Coach.
Oh, they call it a safety.
They call it, Coach.
Let's see what's going on.
Oh, they call
it the safety. Hey,
too bad we ain't got review in the book.
Right, but hey, the thing about it, though, the ball didn't get back to the line of script. He wasn't out there.
Oh, man, I wish I seen who made that play, because I definitely want to give that kid some credit for that play to be made.
Nice play. But again, Coach D, I got to go back again. These guys only practice 3 times in a walkthrough.
Correct.
So a lot of stuff you see them doing, and they're clicking right now a little bit and throwing the ball and picking up protections and all that. That's because they got taught.
Yes, sir.
And being taught is also being developed.
Right. And that's
at the same time.
Like I tell anybody, Coach, you know, one of my favorite beliefs are you can build a football player.
Correct.
You know what I mean? That way everybody understand. If you put the work in and you teach them and you believe, and you make a young man believe, Coach, you can make a young man believe that he can be the best he can be. And that's one thing I always believe, man. You can, like I tell people all the time, they come to me and say, hey, Coach, I see an 8-year-old, he's the number one. I said, how do we know? Because we don't, that's a long way to go. You know what I mean, Coach? Like, so I just seen a lot of kids been 10 years old. When they get to high school, they not the same player. And so one thing about it, when it's football process, Coach, it's never too late in this process.
Correct.
It's never no such thing as you count it out, because you get better every year. And like I tell, one thing, Coach, I look for, you know, last couple of years we've been doing this next level freshman, sophomore classic. And we able to do the junior class. So I like to see how much did this kid develop from his 9th grade year to his 11th grade year.
Correct.
Because if you don't develop, Coach, you hit your peak. Nobody. When I talk to college coaches all the time, Coach, nobody want to peak. knocked out kid.
Correct.
Everybody want that young man that still got a high ceiling, continue to go on grow.
Correct. Well, Coach D. Wise, I want to mention something. We're going to throw a shout out to Source One, which is the ATC firm for Northside Hospital. We had a kid on the last play, got a little banged up in the ATC already over there taking care of him to get him back on the field.
Yes, sir. Source One, they've been with us for a long time now, Coach. They always make sure our guys staying healthy, make sure the guys need what they need.
Correct.
You know, so they do a great job for us, and I'm always grateful to have them every year, Coach.
Correct.
You know, but like I said, I know the snaps, Coach. The quarterback's not handling the snap right now. You know, so like I said, we got to be able to get the snap out here. So we got to clean up little things out here. But these guys still trying to execute, Coach. We still got 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Correct.
So also I'm looking at, you got number 3 out here, KJ Winkfield, coach out of Las Vegas, man. He's another young kid to watch, 2028 kid, you know, receiver DB. He didn't grew over the years. He's been with us since last year. He started growing over the years.
You know,
So you got to catch the snap, baby.
Hey.
And that go KJ gets the ball, he makes a move. Oh. Hey, Coach, one thing about it, man, these boys flying around out there, Coach. These boys flying around.
Right.
That's Elijah Potts on the tackle out there, number 15. Elijah Potts, man, out of Jacksonville, Florida. He's a 2029 kid, Coach, but he's going to be another kid that's going to be very special here soon. And like I said, he's a kid that we still filling out with, what is he, a corner, is it a linebacker? But guess what, Coach? We got time to understand what we can develop into, right? And also, he's the cousin of who, I think I want to say, Jalen Carter up at Philadelphia.
Yes, sir.
So he's the cousin of Jalen Carter. So he's a kid that's been a young guy, but you can't tell he's a young guy. But like I said, the way his demeanor was this weekend, he's been a great kid, and he just made a heck of a play.
Well, Coach D, I want to go back and say that you were talking about KJ Winkfield out of Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
KJ probably staying right now by 6'2", 6'1.5". But, you know, I remember KJ last year. Couldn't get him to talk, couldn't get him to do nothing. Now he come back with a little swag by himself at the same time.
He's a leader. He's becoming a leader because, like we said, we just don't develop on the field. We try to develop leaders, Coach. That's what we want. We want them to develop these guys off the field. And, Coach, you can speak on this more too, Coach. We just don't develop the athletes or the parents. Guess who else we develop? Our coaches. We didn't have several coaches come through our program that have gotten head coach jobs because they came through us and got the experience, and they was able to put us on their resume, Coach.
Correct.
And so we got guys from the college. We got what people don't understand about coach. We got numerous coaches out on the sideline that coached in college and all that good stuff, Coach. So we got some great guys around us. Oh man, Coach, they going.
Oh man, with the reverse.
You gotta keep it outside. You gotta keep it outside, there, Jarvis. That's Jarvis Loud on the carry, Coach. No, I don't know one kid, 2028 kid out of Nebraska. Very, very good athlete. But I'm not a running back or nothing, Coach, but I think I would have kept it outside.
I think I would take the speed on it and about that one outside also. Coach D. Wise, I agree with you. Another thing, Coach D. Wise, you were talking about the coach, but you know what make me the proudest last weekend, this weekend?
What's up, Coach?
Man, we had all our alumni came back. Man. The ones that came off bowls, came straight here, got guys.
Oh,
like
my referee lost his hat. That's
how
much the wind is blowing out there, Coach.
The white hat is really doing it. But he's still going with the play.
Oh, good play there, Caleb. Great move and get something. He didn't see it down the field. He made a play, Coach.
Well, Coach D, I got a question. So I see the head coach, Coach Dorsey, when he got the white hat. Is he trying to get some bonus points?
I think he is, Coach. I didn't know you. When they say you can't touch the referee flag, so I don't think you can touch his hat either.
Hey, but I think he appreciate that hat.
But like I say, just show the wind that them kids fighting through out there.
Exactly.
So that's
you know another thing. I'm going to give Alpharetta High School hands up, man. Beautiful facility. Beautiful. They treated us very well. The classroom.
Okay, that's Maximus.
Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Classroom, the locker room, the auditorium.
The staff they had here with Mr. Bennett. We had our officers with us, man. They did a great job, great hospitality. Anything we need, Coach, they always made it happen. And, you know, I'm not just being biased because, you know, I'm an Alpharetta guy myself, you know, played here, graduated here, all those good things, man. So it's always a pleasure to come back home and still have that home feeling, right?
Right.
So that's the biggest thing, Coach. You know, like I say, when I watch these guys play, I'm up here in the booth I'm picturing myself out there because I remember you being my dad watching me play, man. So you always seen it from this view, but I never really watched it from this view.
Correct.
So I'm like, man, this is how we look when I was out there. You know, so it's always a great time in Alpharetta, Georgia, man.
Hey, Coach D, did you see the quarterback that time check to the running back and check off? Oh, he shook it. Oh, is he going to turn the corner? He turned the corner. Okay. Oh, he got a good 5 yards. Right, he ran about 30 yards to get 5 yards. 5 yards.
Right, Coach. Like I said, that Trey Young McAdoo out of Tennessee, man. You know, Trae Young, he's a kid that can play running back, receiver, play all over the field, coach. And like I said, what you just seen, he was just banged up not too long ago.
Right.
The trainer got him right back. Now he just went out there and made a play for his team.
Yes,
so
sir.
it shows his toughness at the same time. A lot of these coaches, one thing I love about these guys, man, they just love to play ball.
Right.
You know, these kids just want to play ball, coach, and have fun, man.
But one thing I want to break out, Coach D, we see it every year. When these guys got here Saturday morning, they were individuals. And
Correct.
I'm watching them. They slowly building a brotherhood. I bet you after this game they be crying. And that's my boy. I don't want to go home.
The great thing about this group, though, coach, guess what? We're going to see them again next year.
Yes,
These
sir.
were my juniors. Like, you know, last week was a very emotional week for them because a lot of those guys we had last week were 3-year guys. Oh, there go
again. Oh,
hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what. That defense.
Luke, great job by Luke Burleson holding on there out of defensive lineman out of North Carolina up there. Luke Burleson. Great job holding on, making that tackle for your team.
Well, I tell you what, that defense swarmed that time.
Oh, coach,
I thought he was gone.
You know, you see blue jerseys over there. No, the defensive coordinator over there, Coach Cook, on team. No, that's Coach Baker defense team. So I'm sorry. I got Coach Baker gonna kill me, Coach, on that. That's his defense. You know, Coach Baker believes defense win championships and defense win the games.
Well,
you know.
well, this is what got me blown. You know, Coach Baker, I've been knowing Baker a long time. Baker always want to run that 4-3 cover 2 shell, but he ain't in the cover 2 shell today. Look like he got high safety. Look like he got in the 3.
He's in it like right. Get him. I don't give it to him. Oh man.
But you know, Coach D, the quarterback number 1 right here on the team. Man, he carries some nice fakes. He rolling, throwing the ball on the roll, even though the wind again,
Right.
50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. But hey, very good job.
Right, and that, like I said, that was a great play by him. You know, Duncan Spinlove with incompletion there, but like I say, just got to pick it up there. That's all, Coach. You know, man, that ball is hard out there. It's cold. That ball is coming. You know, he'll definitely get it back, man. You know, great route by Duncan, though.
Coach D, it's about 4th and 7. Instead of putting the ball going and getting a deep,
let me ask you this,
they're
Coach.
going for it.
You're a former offense coordinator. What would you dial up right here, Coach? You're a former offense coordinator.
Well, you got a 4th and 7. I really think you got to throw the ball to get these 7 yards, and which that's what they're doing. Oh, he going deep for the fade.
Oh, and Isaiah McGrew with the interception, Coach.
Oh, you got to pick on that one. But hey, guess what though? It was 4th down.
Right,
They still
but back to
But this is what I would like to tell Coach Baker on this play when I see it. Man, tell him to drop the dang ball, man. You get better field position if he drop it than where he pick. But guess what? Everybody want the stats.
Correct, Coach. But like I say, he's still a young guy. He still got some years to learn. Like I said, that's a 2029 kid, Coach.
We got one banged up.
Jarvis Lott is down there. But like I said, I trained. Guess what? Source went on to the job, right?
Already on the job. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But like you say, Coach, that was a young guy on that play. You know, like I said, Isaiah going to continue to learn. But like I said, the only thing he want to do out here today is what? Make a play.
Make a play. That's all they care about, making plays. And you know, speaking of making plays, I think we've been making plays all weekend with the program.
So Jarvis getting up, jogging off the field. Glad to see that. He's a tough young. Like I say, Coach, this is weather for Jarvis out here. He's not cold. He's from Nebraska, Coach.
Right.
You know, so like I said, we glad to see him up, walking off the field, man. Our coaches also did a great job going out there to get him as well, Coach.
Right. You know, and again, Coach D, we always say this, man. It ain't even about football. What we took these guys through the weekend, what I look for, you asked earlier, the development.
Right.
Did we do? Forget the players. The parents got developed. You know, I played a game yesterday when I was speaking to the parents and the players, and I told the players, hey, I guarantee your parents smarter than you in the game of football. And we played a game, and the players couldn't answer the simple question as, what's your GPA? But the parents knew it because I had taught them to them. You know, it's different little tidbits that we teach in this program. It's not all about coming and putting football helmet on, football. It's about educating. It's about teaching.
Correct.
It's about taking parents and say, hey, let us break it down so you can really understand it.
Correct.
You know, we talked about the 5 stars. We talked about the ranking. We talked about the scholarship. But guess what we got through to them? It's the development and the process you got to go through to get to the promised land.
Correct.
And now a lot of our parents understand that,
Correct.
you know, time and time again. So, man, I think it's a great program.
So I'm glad you just know we got a time out here. I'm glad you just said about that process, right? You know, how do you feel when a 9th grade parent comes and say, hey, Coach, we'd love to come with your event. Would you have college coaches there? Are your kids going to be able to get off? How do you feel about the younger groups when you talk about offers and everything about and all that good stuff. Coach, that's the first thing parents ask about these days when you say you got an exposure event. Is college coaches going to be, are they going to be able to get offers? So how do you feel about that, Coach?
Coach D, I can't lie. You know me. I laugh at that.
Right.
Because, first of all, even if the college coaches was here for these freshmen, sophomores, they haven't proved themselves yet. Half of these guys body's still growing.
Right.
Half of these guys don't even know what position they're going to play. Half of these guys just started taking classes. Let's let them develop first. And that's what I tell parents. If you let us develop them and they develop and go through the process, you ain't got to worry about all those things they worried about because it's going to automatically come.
Correct.
But you got to be proactive as a parent. You got to be proactive as a player. You got to, like them doctors said, you got to know what you eating, why you eating it.
Correct.
Everybody, they was asking these guys, what kind of food you put in your body. And, speaking of the doctors, we had the cardiologists, we had orthopedic surgeons speaking, we had family care doctor, stomach doctors, nutritionists coming in. Man, it's unbelievable what this program really gives a family.
Like you say, I'm just looking at the different formations the offense been running, Coach. I'm so impressed with my coaching staff.
Oh, hey, man, he came up the whole that time.
Yeah, just like I said, that's Javon Howard.
Nice blocking from the offensive
Oh, man,
line.
old line coach, like I said, them guys got big Larson Simmons up front. Matter of fact, we talked about family members. Larson Simmons' older cousin, Haston Crawford, came through our program, which is played for Kennesaw State, and
Correct.
I play offensive line for him. And so, like I said, Larson want to be just like Haston. So, like I said, anytime, like I said, it's a family thing, Coach. When we had the older cousin, older brothers, so that's Larson right there at the guard. Haston play at the guard.
Oh, here he come. Is he going to turn the corner? Is he going to turn it? Oh, yes, sir.
Great run
Hey.
there by Javon.
Got the first down.
Like I said, Coach Javon, like I said, I think he's going to be a very special 2028 running back coach in the 28 class. Like I said, big, strong kid, runs very hard. He don't let the first guy bring him down. Like I said, I'm very impressed. Like I said, he's been a guy with us since last year. And so, like I said, I love to see the development of these guys, man. That's my biggest thing, Coach. You get to see them and see them finish it through.
Right. 100%.
So, like I said, Coach, they changed up the form. I love it, man. I love it, Coach. Even defense giving different looks, everything like that as well, Coach. So, them coaches out there coaching, Coach. They doing their job. Coach, we ain't got no safety high. Coach, everything tight right
Man, they went zero coverage.
Ball on the ground.
Quarterback having a little hard time with the cold of the ball and the snap.
Out there, Coach. I think it's a turnover out there.
Did they turn it over?
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Oh, they got the ball. Swag got the ball.
Well, one thing about it, Coach D, I don't know you here, but man, these fans, these parents cheering, boy, just like they at an NFL game right now.
And that's what, like I say, they compare. Like we always tell the family, the only time we going against each other is on game day with the team. But as long we all one family, man. One thing what people understand, we keep these teams together as well.
Right.
All these kids,
they live together.
Both sides of the ball.
They live together. They eat together.
Correct.
Everything they with us, they doing together. Even let's talk about that a little bit. Even at the hotel, you got swag on the 5th floor and you got drip on the 3rd floor.
There you go, Coach.
He turned it. Oh, he turned it.
Come on, baby. You got to love that show and
Right.
keep going, baby.
Right. But, just like we were talking about the living arrangement, they eat together. All of them dress just alike. Everything is a team. Even their coaches dressed alike.
Correct.
It's a team atmosphere. When they come in here, it's 2 to a room.
Right.
Just like they're in college. Everybody got their own floor. Coach D-Wise, I always laugh because we have security and we don't bring them parents nowhere around our players.
Nowhere around.
And this year, what you didn't realize, the parent didn't want the players around them because they had so much fun themselves.
Like you say, parents say we get a chance to have a vacation. Like I say, coming up to the Alpharetta, Georgia, Coach, man, it's a great place. You got different places. Like I said, we're 30 minutes from downtown Atlanta. We got to handle that snap there. Quarterback, we got to handle that snap. Like I said, I know the ball coming. One thing that center pinning on, he got some great snaps out there. They're coming hard to him. But like I said, it is cold out there, though.
Right,
it is cold, Coach.
Right. Hey, the weather changed on them. Like I said, the weather changed on them 110%. Man, they wanted to be in shorts yesterday.
The guys telling Coach come to go for it. It's 4th down. They said, Coach, we want to go for it, Coach.
It's 4th and 9 at that.
So, like I said, Coach, what I love, these young men just love to play football, man.
Correct.
They just love to play football.
Correct. And this group is special, Coach D-Wise. We always say that, Coach D-Wise, and this and that.
I got coaches on the field.
Right. Right. But, but again, what I love about this group, again, these what I call the babies. And next year, like you said, the ones that move up to the juniors, man, it's totally different.
Correct.
It's totally different at that time. You know, totally different.
Like I said, everybody competitors, Coach. You know, when you got that competitive straight from coach to player.
They made him jump offside, Coach D, quarterback, and the train the staff.
But you can do it. They can hop back because we're playing college rules, not offside rules.
Right, college rules. Hey, you're right, but he almost got him, though. He almost got him. You know, but there again, I want to throw another shout out to Alpharetta High School, man. Great facility, staff that work with us, man. Can't say nothing but great things about them, man, to help us make this program for what it is.
We just got to keep your head up, man. Don't get too coach. Got to get them coaching up. Like I said, we dropped the snap there, but hey, man, like I say, still a lot of football left. It's all about what you do after your mistakes, Coach.
Correct. I want to throw a shout out. One thing we did this year.
See, like I said, we're watching Coach Connor coaching him up right now, keeping his head up, and that's the biggest thing. Can't never let him get down. You just got to keep playing football.
Right. Well, one thing about it, Coach D, you know, we always try to adopt something every year. You know, we had the counselor giving back. This year, you know, we brought in the sickle cell awareness with the Stewart Foundation. And what I loved about that, you know, I learned this myself. You know, I always wonder why did the colleges always test their players for sickle cell when they get there, and we didn't do it in high school. And I learned that if a kid got the sickle cell trait or got sickle cell and he overexerted himself, it'll kill him.
Oh, man.
So that was a great cause to bring with the classics, both classics this year as well. So shout out to the Stewart Foundation, Isaiah Stewart Foundation on the sickle cell part.
Like I said, we got so much that we do in this program, Coach. Like I said, we can go on and on about our program and all the positives. Like I said, we didn't.
Hey, did you see that quarterback sit in that pocket and read that field? He read the field. He didn't go just to one side, or as when I was coaching D-Wise, they told us keep it simple and stupid with the kids.
Oh, man.
I just watched this quarterback read the field, even though the receiver dropped it, but he made the right read. Right, and that offensive line gave him time in the pocket.
So it's another young coach. I don't know. You see the left tackle for team drip out there, man. Garrett Kelly is another young man going probably be a big time prospect here in the near future, man. He's about 6'5", coach, about 270. He got great technique. He's out here playing the blind side position right now here, left tackle right here, coach. See, look at you see him.
Look at him kick glide. Yes, sir. They give him a little time. Oh, he's open. Out of bounds.
I think the wind carried on.
Yeah. Hey, even the NFL guys can't deal with that wind.
Coach. Like you say, sometimes you got to do nothing with that wind, coach. You know, it's funny, you know, we was at a Kennesaw State, Louisiana Tech game this year. You know, it was a little windy game.
Right.
And they asked, one of our alumni, Dexter Williams II, came through our program.
Right.
And they asked him in the media, they said, hey, Dex, how did you own? He said, man, I just spin it. You know, that's his whole thing. You can cut it through the wind. And so, but like I said, he's a whole college guy that throws the ball on a high level.
Right.
So I can't expect a 10th grader to do the same thing I see Dexter do.
But you know what, D.Y., remember we had Dexter in the 9th grade, and he had that little pea shooter arm, and he said, I don't want to play quarterback no more. Now, he got a whole shotgun.
Dexter came to the showcase, man. But we had some guys that was there with some pretty good. Matter of fact, one of them guys that was picking him out was playing on Sundays today. And so I think Dexter came in through 2 interceptions. He's like, Coach, I don't think quarterback for me.
Right.
But guess what it made him do, Coach? It made him go home and work.
No, it ain't work. Develop.
Correct. He went home and developed, Coach. And like I said, next time we see him, Dexter again, he was in Indiana University indoor facility throwing 50-yard post routes.
Right.
And so that's the different thing. So when you see, like I tell these young men, I done seen every one of these young men before them.
Correct.
And so I can tell you, man, it's okay. It's okay if you don't got it right now because you don't got to have it right now, Coach.
What Coach D-Wise, I want to say this, man. I know I'm your dad and all, but, man, you got an eye for talent, man, because year after year after year after year with the Classic, and this is our 7th year.
Yes, sir.
Man, you find some amazing ball players, and when they graduate from us, man, we got so many kids that came through the Classic that's on college rosters or that graduated that don't make sense. You know what I mean?
You know, Coach, like you say, man. You know, like I got developed, Coach. You know, I got to give you the credit, man. I done learned a lot from you, but I just put a little.
Good pick up by the running back on that play.
Good catch.
Oh yes, sir. Good catch. Good pick up.
Jarvis lied on the catch. Like I say, got banged up earlier. Then, like I say, Source One got him back out there. Now he made a big play for the first down, right?
Yes, sir.
But like you say, Coach, we talking about alpha talent, man. I've been around the game of football all my life. You know, it was funny when I did play high school football. The guys said, "Damn, I feel like I was in high school about 20 years."
About 20 years, yeah.
Because I come from a coaching family. My dad been a coach. You know, you been a coach, and you always had me around the game, Coach. So I was able to see that talent. And so, just like I tell anyone, I done seen you over and over again. You just a different year.
Right.
And so it's just like I said, it's a God's gift. I called it, Coach, that I got. But at the same time, Coach, you know, we just do the work, man. We develop, right? Yeah. We do the work to go find what we need to find.
You know, you talking about development, Coach D. Wise. I'm out here looking at this, man, and I almost got tears in my eyes because I got two little ball boys out there, and they brothers, and we got them in the jersey and everything, and, man, they swear they the head coaches out there, man. Look at them. Got them dressed out,
right,
everything.
Coach, I remember, like you say, you know, like we got a man down. Oh, man, Garrett Kelly, big offensive lineman down.
Okay. Think it's a cramp or you
just probably got a little rolled up on.
Yeah.
The Source One, she's out there on the job.
Yeah, look like
got rolled up on in there.
You know, yeah, but you know the girl was so wanting to get it right. Let throw while we got a little time out, injury time out here. Let throw a little more out there. One company we don't talk enough about that been with us from day one, man. That bring us in the public is Sports 58. I want to give Bo McMichael and his staff a good hand. You know, Bo care more about us than we care about our own brand. Sometimes he called us and said, "Hey, man, what are you doing, man? We're not doing it like that." So, Bo, shout outs to you, man. We've been working with Sports 58 now 10 plus years.
10 plus years. Like I said, I love Bo, man. Bo always call me, DeAndre, make sure you give me the practice drills. Make sure you do this. But like I say, Bo always make sure he's on top of it and make sure that we got everything that we need. Like I say, Bo introduced us to the drone world. He introduced us to all these different things, man. So I love it. Like I said, even just his platform grow, Coach. We done seen Bo grow over the last couple of years, man. Like I think every time I get on Facebook, YouTube, it's basketball, football. I'm always see something with a Score Sports logo logo around.
Right. It look like it's an ankle injury with Kelly
rolled up.
Yeah, more than anything out there. Then let's since we're in the timeout, let's talk about a couple more sponsors. You know, we got ProMed Consulting. ProMed Consulting, Daphne Patterson running. She always come through in clutch time for us. Anything we need. We got Newark, Connecticut, the Bronson Waters. That's our guy. Anybody get hurt, we need to go to them ASAP. You know, we got other sponsors out here, Chick-fil-A, Public Store, always going to give something to us for the Next Level Classic. We want to always throw a shout out to them on different things. But let's talk about Stash League a little more. Stash League is a platform, Coach D. Wise, that help us raise money for nonprofits, just like a GoFundMe. So they allow us to set up accounts for all our kids that can't afford or need to raise money to get to our event. Shout out to Stash League, man, because that was a big part of this year.
Yeah, so they getting them up off the ground now, Coach. That's what we love to see.
Exactly.
He's a bit, like I say, he's a 6'5". He's taking the whole coaching staff to get him off the ground. They say he's a big kid.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but hey, we got to get him back on the field, man. And we never want any of our players to get serious injuries out here. You know, but I think they helped tone them off. One reason they might be a little cold and try to keep it moving instead of anything other than that. But we'll get them back on the field, and got ATCs down there to see about it.
Correct.
Boy, that wind blowing pretty good out there, Coach D. Can you hear it shaking the roof? Okay, they're on the way on that side.
Garrett Killer Parents.
Yeah,
Right there, walking out there now.
everybody get, yeah.
like you say, we take care of our guys, Coach, like you say.
And look like they neared it out for the go to halftime anyway, Coach D.
And we got team swag up 2-0, Coach. So
2-0.
we're playing baseball, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. 100%.
Hey, pick 10 minutes. Come on. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah. So Coach D, let's talk a little bit about next level since they and timeout stuff. I want to break this whole program down, and me and you built it together, man. I tell you this, I know I give you a fit, Coach D, and I know sometimes you feel like you can't do nothing right, but listen, man, we striving for perfection, and we want these kids and these parents to be developed the whole 9 yards. Let's talk about this, Coach D, for a second. What we got going 2026? I know we're developing the Our Vision regional developmental series. Can we talk a little bit about that? I know we're going to hit a couple states with that, and now we add girl flag football. How you feel about that?
I feel great about it, Coach. You know, like you said, the way we're gonna do that whole layout, we're gonna teach you, and we're gonna want you to showcase yourself, right? So we're gonna teach you everything that you need to do, depending on the tape, and you able to go. So we're gonna bring you in that morning for that first session for an hour. We're gonna put you on the field for an hour. You just going through drills, learning, teaching. Then we filming that as we go, right? Then as we get through, we're gonna go back in the film room. We're gonna go what I said earlier. We're gonna correct those mistakes.
Correct.
So when it's time to put the real film on, we're gonna make sure that you're ready. So we're gonna come back out in the second half of that day, Coach, and it's all about the showcase. That's when we're gonna go your one-on-ones, your 7-on-7s, all that good stuff to make sure that you're ready to rock and roll. Because that's the biggest thing. We want to make sure that we're teaching you, and we make sure that you're able to, when you put you on camera and able to showcase who you are, you're able to do it at 100 miles an hour. One thing about it, Coach, a lot of these different showcases, everybody just say, hey, just come here and let's run around. But a lot of these guys not prepared.
Right. And so it's okay. So look, Coach D.Y., we'll come back after halftime and finish up everything we got going.
Yes, sir. Let's go out here and check on Garrett Kelly, Coach.
Okay, all right. I'm here with the Whitfields, KJ Whitfield, Paris. You know, he was number 3 out there. We was up here talking about him from the first year. Last year we got KJ, and he was more timid. Came in this year. I could tell him he's a year away. So can y'all elaborate? Not only y'all came last year, but y'all part of our Life Academy. He came this summer, spent time with us. Can y'all tell us what it means to y'all as a family and as y'all son going through the process with us?
Well, it means a lot because he gets the tutelage from more than just from what you have here. It's from back home, from his coaches back home. But what he picked up last year and over the summer were things that we wasn't able to see coming as far as his development. That his confidence did, as you said, rise up based on him having been here and being with competition, being with different athletes that's maybe better than him, bigger than him, and stronger than him, and for him to develop and see where he needs to go to make sure he gets to that next level.
Even the nutrition area, he came back home and picked up better habits. I noticed that immediately.
All right, look, KJ, hey, you broke that up. KJ, my Walmart baby. He said, Coach, I'm hungry this summer. I took him to Walmart. Get whatever you want. He got some gummy bears, so I called him Candy Man. So also a kid like KJ, we still in the development stage. You know, he's about 6'1". I know he did a college visit this time. And Mom always mess with you because KJ is also an exceptional a student in the classroom at the same time that strive for excellent AP class, this and that. How do that play in the role what we do with him, or can we talk him off the ledge? Explain to the camera, y'all as a parent, what do it really mean to have somebody like us on y'all team where you can call? And, you know, we got the classic going on, but it's way bigger than the classic when it comes down to our athletes.
Absolutely. I think it takes a lot of weight off our shoulders because as parents, we have to manage multiple things, and you always think about your baby all the time. And sometimes that takes the weight off of our shoulders when we can take a step back because as parents, we get emotional too.
Right.
And so sometimes we need to take a step back and let someone step in, and you guys do a great job with that.
Right. So my last question to you, y'all was here last year, and, you know, we done changed some stuff this year. What do the parent seminars and classes mean to you guys? How do it help you guys?
It means a lot because not every parent of an athlete has been an athlete themselves. And so there's things about the process that they need to understand, and there's things about the process that have changed over the years. For example, when I was playing, there wasn't a transfer portal or NIL or anything like that. Yes, you can transfer, but then you had to sit out a year and things like that. And a lot of things didn't go into being released from your national letter of intent. If a coach leaves, things have changed, and that's the knowledge that parents need to have. And when you break down the seminars for just the parents, and it's not just about the athlete, it's a total package, because the parents need that. It's crazy out there as far as recruiting is for all sports, not just football.
Right.
And parents need to have that extra insight so they can be able to guide their children in the right direction.
And you also get a ton of information online, and you don't know what to decipher. So it's
Right.
helpful when you guys are able to hone in on a specific subject and say, this is what the truth
Right.
is.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So if y'all had to sell the program or the company to your friends or anybody else, what would you all tell them?
I'll tell them it's added benefit to have a organization that not only looks out for what your child is going to do as far as the sport, but what your child is going to do is becoming a better human being and a better person in society. So it's not just about football or basketball or soccer or baseball. It's not about that. It's a full total package of development in the classroom, nutrition, financial literacy, how to be with a partner in life, business. It's more to it than just playing the sport. And that's why I would recommend this organization, your organization, for future athletes and future parents to get involved so they can have a way of getting that path straight.
Right. Well, Mom, I'm gonna put you on the spot. We got a score down here, 2-0. I need some points scored. I know it's cold out there. So can you call KJ on the? I go get his phone and give it to him and tell him, boy, we got to get some points and we got to get something going on out there. But you know, beautiful day, cold, windy. But I really think these guys are doing a great job because I'm watching them check and doing different things. We got some mistakes going on, but I can tell 3 practices and a walkthrough, they done learned a whole lot. And we appreciate y'all being here. And again, next year he'll be one of our juniors, and Coach D.Y. is going to cry after the classic with the junior leavers. We appreciate y'all coming all the way from Vegas to be a part.
Not a problem.
Thanks, Coach.
Right.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
one and moving to your ankle napkin for go ahead.
Okay, we here with Isaiah McGrew, mom out of Texas. How do you like the program so far?
We love it. Honestly, we get a lot of emails and offers to do things, and we've done a few at the colleges and whatnot, but we had high expectations for this, and it met and exceeded every single one.
Okay, and you just told me you drove 18 hours.
16, but yes,
16
yes.
hours. Whoa! Whoa. So let me ask you this. We know this is his first year with us, and I remember when I first talked to you on the phone about getting him here. Again, tell me what is your experience as a whole, not just for him on the field. What have you experienced as a parent this weekend?
So this weekend, we got so much good back-end information because, we come from a football family. We've been doing this and, gone through recruiting and stuff like that. But knowing the specifics to really target what he needs to be doing is what we got here. And we haven't gotten to talk to the boys very much, but the little bit that we have, he's just been so excited and so encouraged because he hasn't had the best experiences with football so far.
Well, listen, he need to have it because
Yes.
we were sitting up here talking about him during the broadcast, and for a kid to be that size and that nice, and he's a funny guy because we talked.
Yes.
I had a chance to spend some time with him last night. He's a football guy that deserves everything he gets, and it seems like he's a hard worker. What would you tell your parents or friends back home about our vision or our organization as a whole that touch you, that you might want them to be more a part of?
So with this, I remember too that first time I got your phone call, I was like, I don't normally answer the phone, and I'm, you were really informative and supportive, and in Texas, that hospitality, we take that to heart, and you really had that for us. And every step of the way, I could text you, call, and my question could answer right away. So that's really the best thing, is being able to ask those questions, get the informed answers, so that way we can move forward with the best foot forward.
Well, let me ask you this question. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
So in 2026, we have developed the Our Vision, a regional development series, which we're coming to Texas
Cool.
because of kids like your son. How would you, if you were doing a advertising marketing for us, how would you sell that to the friends or the great people in the state of Texas? Because, I'm a Georgia guy, and we believe in football. We know Texas believe in football, Florida. So we want to hit that area hard, and what we want to bring is a smaller version to this.
Okay.
Number develop, teaching the parents, developing the kids, this and that. How would you sell that for us from a parent standpoint?
Honestly, y'all do a great job of it already, but it's a one-stop shop. Literally any question I've had about recruiting, schooling, the game itself, everybody's been very knowledgeable. You have a really good staff behind you, and you get the volunteers. We love that. So in Texas, it's a big thing for, football in general, but for them to be able to not have to always have it be about money, it could just be about just wanting to support and letting that next person, fill in some shoes. So
Right.
Definitely coming into Texas, that's a big deal.
Okay, well, we will be in Texas 2026, not only with the boys, but we bring the girls' flag
Yes.
at the same time. And we appreciate you being here. And I tell you what, if you get sleepy driving back, every 30 minutes you could call us, and one of us will get on the phone and talk you through it so you won't go to sleep. We appreciate you 100%.
No, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
the end of the third quarter.
Okay, we are going into the fourth quarter, so while we got the fourth quarter timeout, let's talk about a little stuff that our vision got going in 2026. This year, we doing the Our Vision Regional Developmental Series event, and with that event, you know, we're targeting Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and California to doing events that's gonna develop pairs, going to develop athletes at the same time, and we adding girls flag football. So that's a great new addition for 2026. All those events take place between late February to early May. So, you know, our vision itself is all about teaching, developing, and learning not only just athletes, but the parents as well. So we're always going to bring the parents in at the same time when we're doing any events at all, you know, and that's what our whole mission and program is about. 100% development, development, development. I'm here with Mr. Potts. He has his son here. Mr. Potts, how you doing?
All right, sir, and yourself?
All right. Tell me this. Tell me, what did the program this weekend do for you, your family, your son, your wife? What was the difference? Because I'm sure you've been to many football events, being a Florida guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, thank you for allowing us to be here. My family and I, it's a very new adventure for us as far as being exposed to things that we really didn't see from previous programs, not knocking those programs, but what you all peel it back to the core, not just touching the surface of it, educating the parents prior to the kids getting their education of it, which is a big eye-opener for me as a parent, because there were some things that I thought I knew but really didn't know until going through your sessions that you was holding for the parents. Able to give me more insight of things that I needed to know educated-wise, and to make sure my son understands, too, as he going down this journey from a business perspective, not just looking at it as a football perspective.
Right, right. And so tell me this. I'm going to go on the parent side first, because, you know, Coach D and the boys, they don't know all the meetings we had as parents and all the stuff we discussed, because they was in team meetings, this and that. What was one thing in the sessions that caught your attention?
The fact that you exposed a lot of the things that helped me to understand how you really go straight to the core of this whole process, not just so much about football, but again, educational-wise, you know, letting them know they got to also have something else to fall back on. There's no, as one of your coaches said at the banquet last night, there's no degree behind the football. That is one of the things, but also as far as in the other sessions that you hold over the weekend, having outside people coming in, taking time out of their schedule to come and, again, educate the parents as well as the kids, giving them the right following steps, processing the whole fundamentals of the basic core, parents, things that parents should be doing at home, but as well as they hear it from the outside, the coaches and the peers that you all have coming on your platform. So gives them an eye-opener that there's more to it being just an athlete. You need to be a professional business person as well. Right.
So on the speakers, and I always mess with all them when we sit down, which one of the speakers caught your eye? Or tell me what you thought about the speakers, because those doctors, they halfway crazy. I'm gonna be
Yeah, it was your speaker that she came out, Miss Huff.
Okay.
She was one of the really eye-opener, like I could say, the things that we try to pour in our kids away from the sport, but also giving them the overall presentation of appearance, she was definitely one of the highest ones. I liked them all, not bashing none of them.
Right.
But she was more of hands-on as well to let them know, hey, look, you can take this to the level that you really there's no limit to the level that you can take it to. You're your own setback in life. She's giving them the tools, the knowledge. It's there for you. You got to want it yourself.
Right.
So Miss Huff definitely laid it out, and I like the way she got it across to the kids as well.
When she see the video, she probably gonna send you a card because she done called me this morning. Coach, can I come back, man?
Yeah.
Go do what you do in life. Let me answer this. But let me ask you this question, being a Florida guy.
Yes, sir.
And when we talk about football, we talking about Florida, Georgia, California, Texas, and the other states.
Yes, sir.
What would you go back home and tell some parents or some athletes that you run by about the program if they get invited or offered to it next year? What would you tell them, or how quickly would you tell them to come and be a part of it?
Definitely get your questions. It's a learning process. You're definitely gonna learn something from it. It's gonna expose you to a lot of things that you may have not seen from your previous programs that you went to. At the same time, it's like a family oriental environment, the way I look at it, the way I can explain it to them, because you have a staff, but at the same time, everybody is all hands on. It's always something that you all ask from the parents. What can you do differently?
Right.
And again, it's for them. It's definitely a learning process from a parent, because I can assure you, there's a lot of parents out there that think they know, but really don't know the whole core of it. They just only skim the surface of it from an outside perspective, such as myself.
Well, I'll tell you this. We appreciate you and your family to come and be a part of this. To me, it means more to me that the parents want to be involved than us being involved. Just like I'm watching this game out here, they got some bad snaps and it's a little cold and windy, but I can tell in 3.5 practices, those kids been taught, the quarterback check and defense moving around, they flowing to the ball. So I always sit here and say, what if we had 3 months with these guys?
Oh, if you had 3 months with it, it'd be unstoppable. Because like I said, by being a Floridian, my son is not being really used to the cold. Our cold is like 60,
right.
59. But, being out here, actually working in the elements and being in the conditioning like it is, getting that ball thrown at you, hitting them hands, you got to get adapted to that. And these are the things that I tell them, you never know what schools you're going to go to. So that's why you got to come to a situation, environment like such as this here, where it expose you to that. Right. So these kids definitely would have, if they was here for another 3 months, there'd definitely be a team to reconcile with, most definitely.
Well, we appreciate y'all coming.
Oh, thank you,
making
sir.
it drive, and just like I was just saying earlier on the broadcast, we will be in Florida this spring. And I know we set for Orlando, and I'm sure you're going to drive up from Jacksonville, but don't get it twisted. We might put one in Jacksonville as well. So hopefully, we know y'all will be there. If nobody else ain't there, your son will be there. And we appreciate everything.
Appreciate it. And also, last thing I would like to say, I just truly thank you all for what you've done. You definitely gave it a very well presentation. The whole camaraderie of having the parents involved again, having everything set up. Dotting the I's, crossing T's, opening the platform. You made it known numerous of times during the whole time we've been here. Ask the questions. Don't just sit there and just listen to me talk. So we definitely, from my perspective as well as my wife, we definitely appreciate that. And my son already told us that he wants to come back again. So
well, I'll tell you this before you said that. Y'all got me in trouble too, because they dropped some on TikTok and I got 8,000 views and everybody got their opinion. And I'm like, you should have heard the whole conversation, not the clip. But you got an opinion on the clip, so I appreciate y'all for giving me in trouble at the same time.
Oh man, that's all part of the business, though. But definitely. So again, this is I can't speak highly enough of it. I mean, besides the weather, it's definitely worth it, and I don't regret nothing. I just wish we would have known about this a long time ago.
But you good. Look, he's still with what I call the babies.
Yes, sir.
So don't worry about it. Give it another year or two. They come here just like they grown men, and I'm like, what happened to y'all when y'all the little guys?
Yes, sir.
So, again, we appreciate you, and anything we can do, just let us know.
Will do, sir. Thank you.
All
Same
right.
here.
Okay. Okay, Coach D, you're back in the building. I know we had a little injury down there. You wanted to go make sure the young man was good. How is he doing?
He doing great, Coach. Like you said, I got him and his parents up there. He got a Pensacola, Florida, Coach. And so, like I said, we got the trainers up there. Got ice on his knee. We think it's just a knee sprain. But like I just told his parents, Coach, anything they need, just call us because we'll make sure they are good.
You know, one thing I asked you when you said that, because we got neurokinetics right on speed dial.
Right.
And we can call old Bronson and say, hey, man, run over here and see about this athlete. And if he needed an MRI today here in Georgia, we could get it done today because of our sponsors and our partners like neurokinetics and Bronson Walter.
And so, you know, the biggest thing, make sure these guys good, Coach. You know, make sure they're good. Like I said, Gary Kelly, like I said, I was just talking about him before he went down. They're having a great game out here today. But like I said, everything's good with him, Coach. He's just a little rolled. You know, been an offensive lineman, Coach, getting rolled up on. But he's good. Like you say, he's good to go.
Coach D.Y., one thing I just noticed on this play right here, they run unbalanced, ain't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, look, them coaches throwing everything in the kitchen sink at each other. Huh?
Not just the coaches, the refs can't keep the flags in the back pocket, in their back pocket. Coach, every plays a flag at it. But like you say, it's been a good battle. I know I missed a long run by Javan Howard early. He took that thing 80 yards, man. Like I said, we down to 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's still a ball game, Coach. It can go either way right now.
Correct. Hey, it's just 8-0.
Man, just 8-0.
One touchdown and 2-point conversion, we tied ball game.
It's just called the timeout.
Yeah. So let me talk about this because it's a timeout, and I was talking about it earlier. So, and Coach D.Y., we were saying it earlier about the Our Vision Regional Developmental Series. And like you said, you know, our intent is to go in with a training, teaching.
Correct.
Go to the film room, go back, training, teaching, film, do lunch, and then turn around after lunch to turn around and do a seminar because the parents said they love Coach Wise and Coach Wise Up, and then the evening do a showcase and showcase everything that they learned that morning.
Correct.
One thing that I know, we said we're going to do 8 of those jokers this year. We're going to do Georgia. We're going down to Florida. We're going over to Texas. We're going out to California, Coach D.
We're going to Cali.
And then we're going to hit Alabama.
Right.
And not only we're going to do this with the boys, we finna translate and start getting the girls involved with the girls' flag. How you feel about that?
Like I said, Coach, I'm excited, man. You know, even with the boys group, you know, we done mastered the boys, right? But like I said, I'm excited to see these young women play this game of football. Cause a lot of these young women can play the game, Coach. They probably play it just about as these boys, man. I've been watching. You know, I follow all the state championships in every state. You know, all the good stuff. So I done watch a lot of talent come across. So these girls, like I said, they love it more than the guys love it right now. So I'm eager to see them girls get out here and compete with us and able to get these girls exposure as well, because more and more colleges are now getting scholarships now for flag football. And I love what flag football have grown, especially in the South, Coach. I know here in Georgia, where 5 years ago, there was no such thing as flag football, girls flag football. Now it's a big thing. You know, these girls play at a high level, man, and they're going to continue to grow and continue to get better. And they showing these guys up. Even, Coach, I think one day it might be.
Did he get in?
Yeah, that's gone. Oh, man.
Man.
That's Gunnar Murray.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Providence Christian, man, with a heck of a catch by him and a heck of a throw by the quarterback.
Did you see again the change of formation? They were empty.
Right.
5 wide.
Correct. And then, like I say, kudos to the adjustments coaches made over there. They had an offensive lineman go down, Coach. And they made some quick adjustments to get them down. Like I said, probably one their best offensive lineman they had go down. And so, like I said, next man up, Coach. You know, next man up, and these guys doing a great job with their team. Coach is doing a great job coaching it. Coach, like we always say, adjustments. What do you do on the fly? And so that's a big 2-point conversion coming up here too.
Big. We just said a few minutes ago, tight ball game, a touchdown with an extra point, 2-point conversion. We tied game. We 8-6.
Right, because the thing is, when Swag get the ball back, Coach, can Coach Connor hold the ball for a 3-minute offense?
Correct. He gonna have to try to. But you know, I remember this though, Coach D.Y. This is what I like about the program. It's not about their wins and losses. It's about development. Because a couple of years ago, we had a tight game that Coach could have held it out, and he kept going. And at the end of the game, it was a pick. It got took down to the 5, and if they would have scored, they would have lost the game. But it ain't even about wins and losses. It's about how these guys gonna fight.
Correct.
We developing, we teaching. Don't get it wrong. The Next Level Classic is not an all-star game. Let me say that one more time. The Next Level Classic is not an all-star game. It's an elite educational program for parents and student athletes.
Correct.
Okay. that's going to learn more than just on the field, but off the field. You know, I interviewed a couple – at halftime, I interviewed a couple of the parents, and the only thing they kept saying, learning. We going back with the Flyers and tell everybody we know that they need to get down with our vision and the Tic-Tac Exposure family at the same time.
Play here, Coach.
He hold on.
Man, great attempt,
Right.
great attempt.
And quarterback.
These kids are playing, Coach. And Coach, like I say, Coach, this is what I love, Coach. I love to be able to see these kids. We grind them all week, and now they couldn't come out here on Saturday. And like that, this thing coming down to the wire here, Coach. You see what I'm saying? But just to see these guys compete amongst each other, they gelling as teammates. They becoming brothers, Coach, and you watching it because that's like, Coach, you know, we got kids been out, and they show, okay, we know we got group messages from when we was in it, so they still talk to these guys, man. What these guys don't understand, you're not just building a friendship for a weekend, Coach. It's a lifelong friendship, Coach.
So, Coach D, let me ask you this, because we didn't touch on this. So, all them practices, you said y'all was filming them.
Correct.
What you do with that film?
Oh, we put it on huddle, Coach, because like I said, the biggest thing, and this is what I love about the young guys, we do everything, put it back on their huddle so they're able to go watch it. But I don't care about making a highlight film, Coach. Everybody getting mixed up. I want that young man to be able to go back home when he go home and sit there and watch that film and watch his mistakes and watch what he learned from our coaching staff. He might be taking false steps. He might be using his hands improper. So he able to go watch that film and watch the correct way of do things and watch himself get better. Yes, you can add some highlight film because most of these guys we got a couple guys that did play this year on varsity, but majority of these guys didn't, Coach. But at the same time, you're able to create highlights and see yourself getting better. It's not about making a highlight for college coaches right now. It's about, can I take this highlight and go learn from my mistakes and learning and continue on my development path? A good play, Coach.
Good play. Is he going to turn the corner? Okay. Coach D.Y., let's get to the nitty-gritty for a second because people don't understand. I hear all these people say they doing the event that we're doing.
Correct.
They doing All-Star game.
Yeah, they doing All-Star game.
So what you telling me, in our price, that's the hotel room for the kid. There's all this food, right? They clothes. Everybody get 3-4 sweatsuits. They book bags, the footage, the film, the footage, all the educational session, all this. That's just one price. Or do when they get here, do y'all charge all this extra stuff once they get here?
Oh, no, Coach. Like you said, we got everything included into it, Coach. We got everything included. Once that one-time fee, we take care of their food, we take care of their clothes. Every single thing, Coach, we take care of when it comes to these young men.
And matter of fact, I ain't think about this. So when they get through practicing, what do you do with the uniforms when they get through practice?
We wash them, Coach. We got a whole staff that take care of these young men.
So Coach D.Y., take me through it. When my son get to you and he walk in that locker room, what do he see?
He sees his jerseys, his equipment, and everything's already in the locker room from everything, all his practice attire.
And name on the locker, just like in the college.
It's just like he's in the college, Coach. We want these guys to feel like they getting that special treatment.
And so what you also telling me, so once they go to practice, come back, take a shower, and they go back to practice, all uniforms back in, wash the whole 9 yards. Do they even have to bring practice gear?
Oh, no, they ain't got to bring anything. They got to bring their equipment, Coach. That's all. And then like we say, they tights or whatever they got to wear. But nah, we take care of everything when it comes to them.
Uniforms and all.
Uniforms and all.
Man, hey, that's a heck of a program that we got going. So from you, because, you know, the game is almost to the end, what would you like to say to people, because you're the recruiting director, you the operating guy. If you ain't found the kid that need to be found and he think he need to be found, how do he reach you, Coach D.Y., to get evaluated?
You can reach me multiple ways, Coach. You can follow me on social media, on all my social media, from Instagram to the X to all of his Coach_DYs. Also, you can always go to our website at tictalexposure.com and fill out an athletic questionnaire before we know who you guys are. So, like I said, we always around, like I say, social media, Coach_DYs. And like I say, go to our website, www.tictalexpo.com. And fill out an athletic questionnaire before we can get you guys evaluated on our big board. Because, like I say, 2026, guess what? Start January. Guess what we're doing, Coach?
Add it again. Find the player.
We back in recruiting mode, and now we getting ready for the next level junior class next year, which will feature the 2028 class. Wow, Coach, 2028 class.
Man, when we started, what class we started with?
We started with the 2022 class.
God, dog. Either I'm getting old or either the program get old. Which one is it?
Next year is going to be for the freshman, sophomore, going to be 2029, 2030, Coach. And so, matter of fact, we got some family members coming up in that 2030 class that we got coming in here too, Coach. So it's gonna be exciting to see. So, like I say, we're ready for our next steps, man. Like I say, I love to see him watching my little ball boys over there. Now he's on water duty now, Coach. He dropped the football and went and got the team some water.
Right.
Coach.
Look. We might have to get with his agent and sign him to an extension the way that they doing things.
Correct. And so, like I say, Coach, I appreciate our parents that believed in us. You know, man, people don't understand this process starts back in January. This process it's a whole year process when we get these guys here, all the work behind the scenes. I want to thank, like I say, Coach, we got Miss Jacinta. She does a great job for them. Without her, I don't know how we stay afloat. Got Miss Shanae. She did a great job with us this weekend. Then, we got our main person, Jennifer Colbert, man. She's amazing. Without her, none of this stuff goes, Coach. So, man, we like I say, man, we got 2 minutes left in the final 2025 of the next level freshman, sophomore class. But, Coach, man, I just like to say, I appreciate it. It's been a grind, and that's what people don't understand. But, like I said, when we get to sit here this day and watch these kids play, this is what all the hard work is for these kids able to have fun and do what they love to do, Coach. And we sit back and watch it.
And so one of my biggest things all week is what I tell them. I pay attention to the little details.
Little details, Coach.
Little detail. And if this game end up being 8-6 at the end, that means just somebody that pay attention to one little detail that made the difference.
Because, like you say, Drip just got the ball back, got a chance to go win. Oh, man, Coach.
Oh, man, fumble, man.
Drip got the ball back with a chance. Now the clock is moving, Coach. Here we go. Got to get on the ball, baby. Let's see. This a detail drive.
Correct.
What you say, Coach?
Correct.
This a detail drive for you.
Yep, just it's all about the little details.
They ain't hurrying up too quick. They try to get ready, Coach.
Coach D. Wise, I want to say this. I know after this snap, I'll say what I want to say. Oh, is it going to turn it? Is it going to turn the corner? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he ran him over. Okay.
That's Gunner, man. Gunner Murray.
Okay.
Gunner came in this weekend, Coach. Like I said, we got Gunner, late Saturday. He missed the first practice, got here a little late. But he came right on and went right to work, Coach.
Right. He came to fit in. Hey, he said, football, let me get there.
Right. So he came, like you say, that's what the thing. Like you say, Coach, man, it's so much talent, man. Everybody think you got to go to a 1A school. Like I said, that kid go to a private school here in Georgia, Providence Christian School, over in Liberty, Jones. But everybody tell these kids, you got to go play 6A football. Ooh.
Oh, let it rip, quarterback. Yeah.
Smart move.
Hey, man, they teaching out there. Quarterback waited till the last minute, then he threw it away so he don't lose it down. If it won't there,
it's fourth down. It's fourth down now, Coach.
Correct, but look, if it won't there, won't no need to force it.
Right.
They trying to win the ball game.
Like I said, it's fourth down, Coach. Let's see if Coach Carswell gonna dial up over
Hey,
here.
you think Carswell finna dial it up?
We made it, Coach Carswell from your rival county down there in Wilkinson County, Georgia. And we made a joke last night that it's hard to win in Wilkinson County with the refs. So Coach Carswell they just threw a flag down over the field. I think they just threw the attention to the ground, Coach. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Nah, we good.
They picked it up.
So what's the down and distance here? Fourth and what, Coach?
We got fourth and about 15.
So what you got dialed up in your playbook at
Man,
the OC, Coach?
I'm finna fade them to death. I'm going deep. Hey, man, you got to leave it all out on the field. Let it rip. Quarterback, go get it first. Go get it first. Oh, man. Quarterback, you made it. Oh, baby.
Good play by Aaron Owens there, number 13, man. Aaron been doing it on both sides of the ball today, man. So excited to see him. But now Team Swag gets the ball back, Coach. What is Coach King going to be conservative, Coach, of what he's going to do, man?
Hey, after last week, Shalaki, that Coach King, too. I think he might let that thing run on him.
But Coach, man, like I say, man, it's been a pleasure with you today. We got to get out here on this field to do this, the trophy presentation and all that good stuff, man.
Correct.
But like I said, it's been a pleasure working with you today, man. We need to do this again sometime, Coach. Like I said, it was a great day for some football. Had a young man go down, but he's going to be okay. And so, like I said, last 49 seconds of this game, Coach, man, like I say, it's an honor to see this thing. And like I say, man, let's go get a trophy to whoever's going to get a trophy. Let's go see it from the field.
But one more person we need to thank in the crew is your mom, my wife, Miss Teresa Wise, because she ran the store for us. She ran down there, running the concession stand.
Oh, she's kneeling it out, Coach.
Right.
She did it all, Coach.
Right.
She's an all-do-it-all person for us, Coach. And so, like I said, I want to shout out one more shout out to my setup crew, Jermaine Walker, Watson Davis. You got Mike Jones in the building. Then my young interns down there, man. Coach Rico and all those guys, Chase. And And that's what will be it for today, Coach. Let's get out here to this field, man. It's been a pleasure. And like I said, great time, Coach.
All right, appreciate you. All right.
and gentlemen, for coming out supporting the kids. We pray for safe travels. Thank you.
I know I gotta go. I'll come right back.